So if you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at wordly41.gumroad.com. Link will be in the description below. And basically, how did I make $1,920 trading a couple of ticker symbol AZUL put options? So basically looking at AZUL, ticker symbol AZUL, on the 30-minute time chart. Let's see. So yesterday at 15:11 on the 30-minute time chart, 15:11, which is this candle right here. So basically what I did was I bought put options on AZL. Ticker symbol AZUL, and as soon as it approached basically I bought put options as soon as it approached the 20-day moving average, only because the previous candles were having trouble breaking through that 20-day moving average. And then you can see that during the pre-market it was still having trouble breaking over that 20-day moving average, and so that meant to me that pretty much for the most of the day it was probably going to have trouble breaking over that 20-day moving average. And you can see that ever since the 10:30 candle, pretty much AZUL was in a downward slide pretty much the whole day. And so I sold out the position at 10:04. So basically looking at 10:04, this candle right here. So basically once I saw that, once again, it got rejected by this candle right here, and then it got rejected by the 50-day moving average, I was like, okay, let's see if it can go below the 180/200-day moving average. It did. I sold out the position and I made a gain of $1,920 trading AZUL put options. So this trade was more of a swing trade basically, and basically the thought process was like, okay, basically try to only stick to the plan. If the position is down more than 10 or 20%, exit out the position, move on to the next trade. And basically this trade I was really confident because I was like, okay, looking at yesterday's chart, right, you can see that since the 12 candle on the 30-minute time chart, basically it went below the 9-day moving average. It tried going above it again, it failed. Then this candle right here, the 12:30 candle, tried breaking the 20-day moving average, it failed. But somehow in the next candle, the 13 candle, managed to break above the 20-day moving average, tried breaking the 9-day moving average, but completely failed. And then you can see a pattern that AZUL, or ticker symbol AZUL, right, tried breaking pretty much the 20-day moving average throughout the whole afternoon, and it was just getting rejected by it. So I was like, okay, there's a possibility that in the pre-market for tomorrow, it's probably going to have trouble still breaking that 20-day moving average. And look what happened. Basically pre-market, the 9:30 candle had trouble breaking over the 20-day moving average, and then pretty much the 10 candle had trouble as well breaking over the 20-day moving average. And then this candle, the 10:30 candle, where I sold out the position, went below the 180 and 200-day moving average. I sold out the position because I was like, okay, my position is up by 43 or 42% something. I'm just gonna sell out the position. I made $1,000 with this trade, so I'm just gonna move on to the next trade and go from there. So I basically try not to be greedy with trades. Basically try to have your your game plan set in mind. Try not to be greedy, because in a way, if you are too greedy, there will be times where the market it won't go according to your plan, right? So let's say your plan is like, you wanted to play it out a certain way, and let's say the market decides to not do it that certain way. you basically need to act fast. Basically, if you don't act fast, you're basically, missing out on free money, basically. So try to have your game plan set in mind, have an enter position and have an exit position. So try to also have a specific strategy set in mind. My personal strategy, what I try to do is I basically try to dollar cost average, right? So let's say the position is down 10%, I buy when it's down 10%. When it's down 20%, I try to buy once it's down 20%. Only when I'm feeling really confident in that specific trade, and when I'm feeling like very confident of that stocks like chart patterns. So, or more say, I would say the trend. If I'm feeling more confident, if I'm feeling really confident in the trend of where it's heading, if it's in a downwards trend or an uptrend, right? I'll stick to that trade. I'll try to buy, more call options once the position is down 10 or 20% or 30 or 40%. Basically, I'm trying to dollar cost average. That way, when, let's say the specific stock that I'm trading decides to go up, right? If I'm buying call options, my position will be in the green a lot more faster than if I were just to weigh and, basically the gist is that if I dollar cost average my position will be in a green a lot more faster, and I'll basically make, not like a big profit, right? But I'll make a little small decent profit there, but at least I'm securing the bag and basically moving on to the next trade. And let's say if I didn't get somewhat close to my my goal of where I wanted to sell, at least I secured a little bit of money, or I secured most of my money back, but I exited out the position with a small loss. And so I just take the small loss, move on to the next trade, and just keep repeating this process over and over again. So that's how this trade went, basically. But this time it was just only a one-time buy. The only reason it was a one-time buy was because I was like, okay, I'm pretty confident that by tomorrow it's pretty much gonna have trouble breaking out of this 9 or 20-day moving average. And look, I was correct. That did happen. And basically, once I saw the position, like I said, right, being like super, up, right, I was like, okay, that's good enough for me. I'm not gonna be more greedy, trying to wait for 100%. I'm not waiting for my position to be up 100%. I'd rather be, happy with this position being up by 40 something percent, being up by 40%, and, moving on to the next trade. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You're basically trying to dollar cost average. If your position is down majorly, try to, play it smart too. So like, let's say, if your position is down 10%, buy once the position is down 10%, and etc. and etc. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, take care. And as always, this is not financial advice. If you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at worldly41.gumroad.com. As always, take care. And this is not financial advice. Bye.